Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. So I hope everybody's doing fine. Today I wanted to start on a next project. I already did one off camera. So this is what I made, and it was done over a dirty pour. Just tested out some techniques, and this is what I came up with. And I wanted to do something similar on this pour. And I'm gonna start by marking my spots for my planets. And I'm gonna use different circles, so I'm actually gonna use like a big one and medium, and I've got a small one. And I'm gonna mark them out using my watercolor pencils. I've got a gray and a white, and I'm gonna use the two colors because I don't want to get my black on my light side. So I have to first figure out where my light source is coming from. And in this case, if I look at my composition, I want to make like a galaxy. So I think I'm gonna go for this side, or no, I'm gonna go for this side. So my light is coming from here. So when I make planets, I want one here. I'll take my dark pencil and go on this side, and my lighter one on this side. Okay, so I've got my placements. I've got my glass cutting board, and I'm gonna make the masking part for the small planet. So I just put down the painter's tape. It's really thin, and I'm just gonna use a normal pencil, mark it, and then I'm gonna cut it out. And just place it down, and now my planet is protected. So this is how far I came with the masking off of the planets and the galaxy. And the next step is going to be darkening up some areas, and then I'm gonna splatter the paint over it, but I want to darken it up a little bit first, so that's gonna be the second part of this video. Okay, so I've got my areas darkened where I wanted to darken it, and now I'm gonna do some shading. So like in this, I'm gonna shade on one side of the planet, and I'm gonna do a little bit of a shading on the top as well, so the highlights will stand out a little bit better. For the splatters I'm gonna be using some titanium white, some primary cyan, some phthalo blue and some permanent blue violet. And I'm gonna use a old toothbrush and some water. So this is what I got so far. I've got my darkened spaces, I've got my shadows, and then I'm gonna first start with splattering the galaxy. What I'm gonna do is I've got some paint on my little plastic tool, and I'm just gonna add a little bit of water to my toothbrush. Get a little bit of the paint on it. Really, you need the tiniest amount. Okay. So there's almost nothing on there, and I'm gonna start with the galaxy. So as you can see, it's now fully covered, and I'm gonna let that dry, and then I'm gonna remove the tape, and then I'm gonna splatter the rest because I don't want to have the size of the tape showing too much in the rest of the composition. My galaxy is dry, and I added a little bit of black, and I faded the edges where the tape was. And now I'm gonna be starting to splatter, and I'm gonna start with the white, and then I'm gonna do the purple and the blues. I'm just gonna time lapse it because it's pretty time consuming. If you want to have smaller splatters, go a little bit farther off and use a little bit of a drier mix. So what I'm gonna do while it's still wet is taking a little bit of the color away from the areas that I want to have it darker, so the shading areas. I'm just dabbing it. So I masked off this little ring for this planet because I want to splatter it by itself, and because I wanted to stand out, I wanted to do it after I did the background. I'm gonna let that dry. Now let's do some satisfying peeling. So I'm just gonna tidy that up. I'm gonna add my highlights. So again, I'm gonna add those highlights. Maybe one here, like there. And because these planets were all really dark, I gave them colors. I'm not sure if I want to do that with this one, because I already really like how they look. So let's start another time lapse. Thank you for watching. Bye guys.